Welcome back to our YouTube channel, guys, and welcome back to the final video on the Behind the Sound series on the VW T5.1 behind me. My name is Adil, and I'd like to introduce the final video as basically a brief overview over the whole system, but also showcasing some of the products that have gone into the car and what they actually look like as a final system. The car sounds absolutely insane. Josh has finished over tuning the car, doing the final checks, and it absolutely rocks, and it is ready for the customer to pick up. If you haven't done so already, guys, make sure you've hit the subscribe button, but also don't forget we've got the massive 10k subscriber giveaway, guys. So we're giving away a brand new PlayStation 5 as well as an Audison Premium amplifier similar to the one that's actually installed in today's VW T5.1 with us here. So how has this install been put together? You would have seen in previous videos how the install was all basically done start to finish, how we've acoustically soundproofed these doors, how we've installed the speakers, and how we've modified everything to get everything into the car, however with a massive difference in sound with a relatively stock look. So I want to talk about the doors themselves to start with. So the doors are a lot heavier now, basically because they are soundproofed. Soundproofing basically does three key things. In essence, reducing rattles and resonations that you get in factory door, but also they build a far better acoustic environment for the new sound system to work in, but also reduces that road noise that nobody kind of wants. So inside this door, you've got three key areas done. So we're using a 3mm layer on these occasion, fully acoustically soundproof. So every area that is possibly be able to be done has been done. Back of this panel here, so now when I knock on that, it's really nice and solid. When I close the door, you hear that, it's really nice and solid as well. Inside here, you've basically got the central layer which holds the window frame, but also actually houses the actual speaker itself. And then we've got the back of the actual inside of the door card itself. So those three areas are very heavily acoustically treated. Main reason why we do that on these is because on any door basically, but especially on T5, T6 doors, you've got a very large expanse here that's just not covered. It's just sheet metal basically, and it rattles, resonates, and it makes for a very tinny sound. However, that's all been sorted. Inside the door is completely stock look. Basically, the system in here is housing the Caravellle Legend 7-inch woofer. So we generally do a 6.5-inch woofer. However, the customer wanted a little bit more mid-bass in the system. That's why we've gone for the Caravellle Legend set, and they rock. Honestly, the amount of mid-bass, the amount of bass in this car is really phenomenal, which suits the customer's music taste. So during all the consultation, we took all those details and we've done the fine tuning to actually go through everything to make this car sound insane. So really happy with that. That's all now acoustic soundproof, plus obviously the speaker rings, as you would have seen, we touched on in previous Behind the Sound videos, actually going through how that's actually been placed in and mounted into the vehicle, and also reutilizing some of the factory parts. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you go check out some of the previous episodes. But that's inside the door. The rest of the stuff inside here is relatively stock look. However, we have got the Caravellle Legend tweeter on display on the A-pillar. Reason why we've done that is basically to move the sound up on top from basically the stock location is right in the corner of the dashboard. Basically, we've moved the sound up in the vehicle without the expense of having a custom A-pillar done. We've moved the sound up inside the vehicle, so it's actually now on the A-pillar, just flushed in. However, they look really smart and they look kind of suit into the vehicle really nicely as well. We can also do different solutions where we can retrim these in black, but we can also do custom A-pillars to bring those speakers on axis as well. So overall, it does bring that sound up in the vehicle. It brings it up to a far nicer point sonically in the vehicle. However, you can also, if you wanted to, have it in a stock look location, and then we correct that via the DSP. However, even with this, we're still using the DSP to do full time alignment to tune the system to exactly how we want it. That's basically the front end in terms of the components of the Caravellle Legend set. Then underneath the actual factory radio, which is basically the source unit of the system, we've actually got a little Drc Av controller. So basically that controller allows for sub-level control, but also actually allows for different presets. So this as a family vehicle is actually used, we've done two presets, one as a driver facing solution, then one as a rear facing solution. Basically, we're using time alignment to move sound around the vehicle to actually allow for a far better acoustic setup in the vehicle. So that's all controlled by that little panel in the little pocket there. The next thing I want to talk to you about is bass. So a very important part of the system. Basically, we've got all the different layers of setup here in terms of components and what the different frequencies that the speakers play. You've got tweeters that will do all your higher frequencies, your mid bass that does that middle range, and you can also have a mid range in between your tweeter and mid woofer as well as a different setup. However, they basically compose those, and then the lower frequencies is done all via the sub. On this occasion, customer didn't want to lose any room. That's exactly what we've achieved by adding in the Audison Prima 10-inch sub underneath the actual driver's seat itself. So completely hidden away, you can't see a thing, and then we've got the 2 amps underneath the passenger seat, so everything's hidden away, which is really nice. So inside there we've got the 2 amps, which is the Forza amplifier as well as the Forza 1D. Basically 8 channels of amplification from the Forza with 9 channels of processing power, and then we've got the 1D creating in essence a 9.9, which you would have heard plenty of times on our YouTube channel. Is quite a common solution that we do. Overall 85 watts per channel for the actual components in the front and the rear, plus then we've got the 1D running the sub. In terms of the setup and the reason and why we've done the system, so the 8.9 is running channels 1 and 2 running the tweeters, 3 and 4 actually what's called bridge channels running the Miele Legend woofer on the left hand side, then 5 and 6 are running the Miele Legend woofer on the driver's side, 7 is running the Hertz Miele Pro rear speaker, and then 8 is running the driver's side rear speaker. So the rear speakers are Hertz Miele Pro. These again have been fully acoustically soundproofed behind the scenes here. You can't see a thing, however, all completely soundproof, reducing that road noise as well as building that better environment for the new sound system to work in. So they're a coaxial speaker, so they've got the tweeter built in to the actual cone design itself, which is really nice to go into stock locations like this, however, providing that rear feel, which is really important. Plus it allows us to actually move sound around inside the vehicle a lot nicer and gives a far better presence, the overall sound on the vehicle as well. So that's the rear speakers done. We've also soundproofed the tailgate area, and also obviously the front doors like we mentioned on before. But overall a really nice sounding system utilizing stock head unit. We can upgrade these at the same time, however there's plenty of different options available to you. That's why it's so important, just like this customer did, to get the system exactly right for what you're after. Come by, book an audio consultation. I'll literally go through everything in a load of detail where I'll sit down and literally design, spec, and then we'll carry out the install for the new sound system. But overall, we're all wrapped up here, really happy with the actual finished product on how it sounds, but also I'm sure the customer is going to be over the moon with the finished product. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the whole series on the T5.1. If you guys do want to see anything else in these series, make sure you comment below. Let us know your thoughts, how we can upgrade our videos for you guys as well at home so you guys enjoy them even more. But remember guys, we've got the massive 10K subscriber giveaway, so make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you soon.